Have you ever been told that your wisdom, your knowledge, your way of seeing life, unique to you, is beyond your years? It's beyond this lifetime. And I'm here to share with you a little bit of my insight and why we're feeling sometimes that are this wisdom, this feeling of perceiving a bit beyond this lifetime and a bit beyond this technology and our current circumstances. And if this is you, this comes from the calling and the urge to create new. It's not literal, sometimes the visuals and the visions we see, but it's part of that inner call of creating new. And I call this creating new pathways. I've been told a lot through different people that I'm some future engineer. I have some futuristic, like I am the engineer of the future is the word that I'm looking for. And I have been told by other people similar views of it, but without the engineer of the future. I've been told like your ways of seeing life is beyond this earth. And I agree in some aspect. I do sense this essence that I have that does perceive where we're going. And it's not literal because I cannot exactly see, but I can sense this feeling and this inner urge to start creating new expressions. Why new expressions? And this is connected to the rebel that we're seeing manifest in our life right now in the work field, where people are really not wanting to work, where people are really doing some rebellious act against working in the office, or people are just not going to work with the same energy or the same attitude. This is the rebellious coming through in a lot of people, and there's many types of rebels out there, and not just with work but with other things. It might be with food, it might be with health, it might be with anything. So there's just a rise of rebels. This rise of rebels is also an expression of this inner urge of creating new pathways, of creating new senses, of new ways of being, working, living. And so I am also going to bring to this topic and to this perspective of new pathways, the topic that we're living in a rapid informational time where we are being exposed to a lot of information, a lot of knowledge, and the need to simplify ourselves and put filters to this knowledge, because not all this knowledge that is being shown to us is important for all of us. We're unique expressions. Each one of us has a unique expression, and we don't need all types of information to build this unique expression. We just need certain knowledge and certain skills and certain experiences to build this unique expression, to be in the most harmonious rhythm and flow. So to this, I want to also add the rapid transformational thing that happens when we are when we are exposed to so much information and everybody's just like creating, there's so much creativity going on everywhere, and there's so much urge to create, which needs to also be looked at and felt and balanced, because we are here to create new. There is an urge that is creating rebels, that is creating this urgency of creating. And there's all these channels of new ways of creating that are popping up, and it creates also more urgency to create. I've felt this, and I come from, and I am explaining from my own perspective and my own wisdom and my own expression, that simplifying really helps. Simplifying and really defining what is our unique expression, what is our unique focus in life, what is this perspective of us that really, what is the passion, like what is the passion behind our perspectives? What do we really enjoy looking at and working with and building skills on? What is the essence of our urges? Like, what is the essence? What is in the deep roots of our need to create, or from our need to do anything? There is a motive, there is a reason, there is a reason. And really simplifying ourselves by really understanding what our inner urges are coming from, and balancing them, because some of them are merged and combined with things that are really not really us. So really simplifying and understanding and going to the root of us to declutter what is outdated within our system. So this takes me to the topic of the upgrading that comes from that urgency, that stressful feeling of calling or needing to do something, which really comes also from this pathway that is moving towards new ways, which is just a collective thing, is also coming with an urgency of needing to upgrade ourselves. In reality, we cannot create that new. There's really not much to create. Is more about this urgency, is the urgency to renew and upgrade ourselves, for us to be stepping into that new pathways of living, new ways of living, learning to detect these things playing out in our life becomes also like a skill for us to upgrade and upgrade and upgrade and upgrade, and starting to see ourselves as an upgrade technology. We are constantly upgrading. This urge to create new, I connected with the engineering perspective, because I believe in deeply, and this is like this is where a little bit of my rebellious comes in, and is that we are moving from an outdated, we are upgrading everything here on earth, upgrading everything. And this includes upgrading the engineering within us. And sometimes some people have the engineering inside of them skill without actually going to school, because I've met many of them. The upgrade of this engineer looks like really appreciating the art of the same art that those people that brought up these tools and were so passionate about creating all these principles like Einstein and all types of mathematicians, they all brought these tools, but they were obsessed with the universe and energy. They were obsessed with this. And I think that's interesting because it really connects why we're now so different from each other. Because everything is energy. And when we think of anything at all, and we think it from the perspective of energy, it just is like we're working from the root of the issue. So in engineering, I think there's also a shift to be upgraded as how we engineer our life and how we engineer our surroundings. There's a lot of things to really go in depth about our engineering perspectives and ways of designing.